Hello everyone, nubkeks here, welcome back to Nub Raids, where we are on the test server to check out a brand new mythical, Blood Marchionness Mina. I should have checked in the live game if anyone has her yet. Maybe someone pulled her, who knows, but yeah, she has arrived alongside the Argonauts faction. Obviously she's Undead Hordes, not part of the Argonauts, but yeah, she arrived in that patch. She's been a bit overshadowed, but I have been trying to make it a thing to try to cover all the new mythicals when they come out. Like, the videos don't tend to get crazy views or anything, but what is important to me is that for players, when they eventually get a mythical, for someone out there, she's going to be the first or the second or just getting her full stop, no matter how many mythicals you have, to be honest. And that's an exciting thing. And you want to know what she does and how to build her and all the rest. So yeah, I'm trying to cover each of the mythicals, because although it's not relevant to everyone and not everyone's going to want to watch it, for the people who it is relevant to, I think, you know, there's few things as exciting and fun in the game as getting a shiny new mythical. Anyway, let's actually talk about, I think Marchioness, I think is how you say it. Like, she's on Mars or something. She's a Martian. Bit weird. I don't know. They probably didn't intend for that. It's English. I don't know. English, French, whatever. We're going off track again. Another tangent. Right, let's look at the champion. What's she all about? She reads to be very complicated, I would say. I think in terms of actually playing her, it's going to be pretty straightforward, right? You're going to go in with her A3, a 3-turn cooldown, AoE attack that removes all buffs before attacking, can't be resisted if their attack is lower than hers. It will place leech and decrease attack, can't be resisted if their attack is lower than hers. So the buff removal will be affinity friendly, but these debuffs I'm assuming are going to be from the attack, which basically means that if she weak hits, it won't place those debuffs. Then you're going to go in with her A2, 3-turn. AoE, stun. It just places a stun and then decreases turn meters by 50%. And again, it can't be resisted if their attack is lower, which is sick, right? If you're fighting, I was going to say Star Sage Galathea or Theodosia, classically high resistance enemies. We do have a problem there that they're force affinity, so she could weak hit, but they can't resist her, and that is pretty juicy. Then her A1, you're going to do, you know, A3, A2, A1, A3, A2, A1. Her A1 double hitter repeats the attack against the enemy with the highest turn meter if the initial target's under leech. That's pretty handy, right? They're the highest turn meter. They're probably the biggest danger. Potentially taking them out, we'll see how hard it hits, is cool. So it's a simple but solid kit. Lots of debuffs, lots of utility. We'll see what the damage is like. I'm certainly curious. And then she's got her passive, the Engine of Murder, which is one of the best names ever. Whenever an enemy has their turn meter filled, she will do damage to them equal to 3% of their max HP for every 10% turn meter filled. Let's say Arbiter increases someone's turn meter by 30%. 10% goes into 33 times, you do 9% max HP damage. It's not a massive amount, but it's nice. It will do 6% max HP damage instead if the enemy's under leech. Damage can't be critical. Ignore Stone Skin, Ally Protection, Shield Strengthen, and Fervor buffs, Bone Armor stacks, and any damage modifying skills or effects. Like if an enemy is under Stone Skin, let's say you fail to remove Stone Skin, then you've also failed to place the leech, you're going to be doing 3% max HP when they get turn meter filled. And like, yeah, sure, it's going to ignore that Stone Skin. But unless they're sitting there on like 1 hit point, it's not going to really help you all that much. It might work, and this could be interesting. There's a few niche situations where it could be cool. So for example, Arnorn, when he's going to die, he stays alive on 1 HP, gets Stone Skin, and then does an AoE nuke. Now, if he gets a bit of a turn meter boost from that AoE nuke, yeah, she's going to just kill him through that Stone Skin. I don't know if there's going to be any Arnorns for us to attack here on the test server. If there is, we'll definitely test it. But yeah, let me know if you've seen that interaction, because I'm kind of curious. But interesting. You know, you're just going to do some damage. It's going to be pretty decent, you know, a decent bit of bonus damage if you've got a leech out there. But it's only if turn meters are filled. Very few bosses in the game are filling turn meters. You will have some difficult waves in Faction Wars. Certainly will fill turn meter. We'll give her a quick spin, I suppose. Why not? An Undead Hordes Faction Wars. Why not? But Yeah, the turn meter fill is fairly rare outside of, I'd say, PvP, arenas, and siege. So that's where it's going to be at its best. Whenever an enemy has their turn meter filled, we'll also destroy their speed by 3 for every 10% turn meter filled. You can go up to 100 destroyed speed. Pretty darn strong. That's pretty darn strong. I mean, like a damage dealer, a high-end end game damage dealer is probably around 300 speed. Knocking that down to 200 is massive, actually. Like a normal player, mid-game player, might have about 200 speed on a damage dealer. Knocking 200 speed down to 100, it's even bigger. So that is pretty strong. Stronger the worse, the weaker the enemy is, but still very effective. Again, she destroys 6 speed instead of 3 if they're under leech per 10% turn meter. Cool. That straight up doesn't work against bosses. Fine. And then this is very fun. Revives her with 100% HP every 2 turns if at least one ally is alive. And once per round, revives her with 100% HP if all allies are dead. And there's no cooldown on that. So she dies. Every 2 turns, she's going to pop back up. No cooldown. Sun Wukong on steroids. We'll see how this works. Pretty spicy, though. And then, yeah, if everyone on her team is dead, she's going to just come back at 100% HP. Now, that ties into her metamorph, which is, whenever she's revived, she will instantly metamorph and get an extra turn. So even though she's coming back with no turn meter, she's instantly getting an extra turn and then can go in and start slamming some damage because her alternate form is also damage. She's damage in both forms. Damage times 2. Again, the alternate form, it sounds complicated, but it's the same thing. A3, A2, A1. A3, A2, A1. And it's all damage, really. So her A3, AoE attack with heal reduction and true fear. And then the true fear is for 2 turns. And it ignores block debuffs. It also ignores 20% defense if their attack is lower than hers. And again, like all of her stuff, can't be resisted if their attack is lower. That's sick. That's super cool. We obviously are a bit worried that this might get reflected back by a Wand of Submission. That's my big concern. If you guys saw my Karosa showcase, it's a huge problem for Karosa's alternate form as well. It's just a problem in the game, which is True Fear, but the Wand of Submission relic, I put one on Mina. This Wand of Submission relic is giving you such a high chance to reflect the debuffs back, especially if there's multiple enemies on the enemy team. With that relic, it's almost certainly being reflected back, and that's a really big problem for your damage dealer. I do think this relic is going to be less common with Mercurial gear, but that's its own problem at the same time. But yeah, it's something to be aware of. This might be a big problem. It's a Plarium game design problem, right? So, basically the champion designers have designed something really powerful, but then the relic designers, maybe they're the same people, I don't know, but the relic designers have basically screwed them. And they're probably working on these champions for months. And, I think it must be pretty depressing to come out. I think the Fjorad buff was the same thing. I think the Sir Nicholas buff is the same thing. Basically, this relic just making champions effectively non-viable. We're not non-viable, but subpar, extremely unreliable, not recommended at high levels of play. Viable, but not, better avoided. Just use something else that's not going to get themselves crowd controlled and killed potentially over half of the time. Again, half the time if there's one enemy with a maxed wand. More than half the time if there's multiple enemies with even semi-level wands, whatever, right? Anyway, there's that. The damage also scales off speed, which is interesting. A2 is single target, ignores 50% defense, 100% defense ignore if their attack is lower than hers. This should hit ridiculously hard. It also ignores block damage and unkillable if the target's under heal reduction, so place the heal reduction, then come in with this massive single target nuke. If she kills an enemy, fully heals her, and then repeats the attack on a random target who's under fear or true fear. So it's very much a set them up with heal reduction, true fear, one-shot somebody else, hit through these debuffs, boom, massive damage. Then her A1 double hit ignores 10% of the target's defense, 20% if their attack is lower than hers, which is going to be most enemies. This champion is 1900 base attack. Her attack is crazy high. most enemies, and it does 5% more damage for each debuff on the target. This form actually seems like it would be very strong for PvE, but you've got the problem that you cannot choose to go into this form. She has to die, which is awkward. You could, one fun strategy, and actually I haven't set this up for an arena team, but one interesting strategy, Volcanen, not this one, Volcanen, here we go, kills an ally with his A3. He just kills an ally. And he's got a really good speed aura for arena. Volcanen plus her could be kind of an interesting combo where you could use him, and it's the same faction for Faction Wars, the same faction for Siege. Use Volcanen to kill Mina to get her into her second form so that she can sit in this second form and just pump out, in theory, good damage. That's cool. She has a normal metamorph in her alternate form, so you can swap her back into her base form if you want. Her base form should keep reviving herself, but there is a cooldown on this. So I'm thinking if you do swap her back into her base form, she'll be able to keep reviving herself, but she'll come back with 0 turn meter, and she'll need to take a few turns before she can actually have the metamorph available again. That's how I'd expect that to work. It's how these things typically do. So yeah, watch out for that. Then this passive's going to heal her whenever enemies have their turn meter filled. Fine. I think she's going to be super squishy, so I'm not sure that's going to do too much, but this is very strong. She will gain 3 speed for every 1% turn meter fill by enemies, up to 100. So if Arbiter comes in and does a 30% turn meter boost on one enemy, she's gaining 90 speed immediately. So this should basically, from my understanding, and she'll actually get 6 speed for 1% turn meter filled if her attack is higher, which is, again, going to be almost everybody. So my understanding of this, if I'm reading it right, she's basically going to get 100 extra speed almost instantly, very quickly. If enemies do really any sort of turn meter boost, she's going to be up to 100%, 100, not 100%, 100 flat extra speed, basically straight away, is my thoughts. Let's look at her. So what I'm going to try her out with first is just my Carnage gear. This is what I'm typically using to test out attack-based nukers. It's just a standard stone skin and lethal build, although it's obviously very good quality gear. In her base form, she's got 283 speed. This might be a little slow, and that's what I might change. I might try to build her much faster to really, maximize sort of her control and the extra speed in her alternate. I'm curious. We'll give it a go, right? We'll start with this, and then we can switch it up if we feel like it. But yeah, 7.5k attack, high speed, high crit damage. She's got some accuracy because there's accuracy in my Carnage gear. Obviously, Carnage needs accuracy. You can see it's literally his gear minus the accessories. But so we've got some accuracy on her, but she doesn't need it. You could, in fact, ignore accuracy entirely. We're getting 160 from artifacts, but you could a lot of it, over half of it is from blessing and relic and affinity. You could ignore accuracy entirely and just go all out and damage because she's going to be landing her debuffs anyway. Her alternate form, she's got almost 9,000 attack, which is crazy. And yeah, other than that, it's basically the same. Her attack just goes up and her defensive stats go down. So yeah, I've given her Wand of Submission just to start. She's going to be quite vulnerable, I would think, to Polymorph if anyone's running Polymorph. She's going to be, this will protect her a bit from crowd control. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. I do think you would probably go for damage relics, but just for my testing, I tend to use the Carnage gear, so it's the same across all attack nukers. And I like to start out most damage dealer testing in Arena with the Wand of Submission, just because it's generic, it's safe, it's one of the easiest legendary relics to get. I will say, right now, let's talk about right now. I think a Cat's Gaze is probably ideal. That's very difficult. It's probably the most difficult legendary relic to get in the game. I'm very lucky here. But a Cat's Gaze, obviously, is insane. Crit damage, loads of ignore defense. That is probably the best of the legendaries. Anything else that's just flick through, that would be worth. In fact, it's going to be faster to flick through here. Wand is fine, safe option. Stormcaller, extremely strong. She's going to be taking lots of turns. That's obviously extremely good, but on almost everyone. Gore Crescent, another good budget option. The attack is great. More attack. Her stuff can't be resisted. Great effect. Kill enemies. And this should actually work very well with her, like her A2 in the alternate form. You kill an enemy, repeat the attack. That repeated attack is getting a significant damage bonus. Erethi Coronet. good option as well. She's placing lots of debuff. She's going to get up to 30% more damage. It's got attack, no crit damage, but it's got attack. It's a good one. Crit damage stat stick over here. Any other key ones? Cat's Gaze, Covetous Passion, basically the same thing as Cat's Gaze for PvP. Could work. Could give her a speed relic with damage. That would be Crown of Corruption. Lens of Intangibility, though she doesn't have a way to give herself Perfect Veil, and she's probably going to be fast, so she's going to outrun it. Anything else quickly that's extremely strong? I mean, Dread Bomb, nobody has it, though. Thunderbolt Spear, totally good option if you got some from the current event. Essence Quencher is good. You could go Death Dealer, have her be super squishy, but affinity friendly. Risky, but maybe. Torture Thraldom for PvP, but for Siege, but that's pretty unusual. But if you are doing Siege, this is a ridiculously good relic. The rest, not so much. And Lens is very good. Steel-Eyed Cutter, another very, very solid budget option. So, yeah, like sort of Steel-Eyed Cutter. Actually, it's a lot of the easier relics to get, actually, the ones that are better on her, like Chimera relics. There's a few good options. Grim Forest, there's a couple of good options. Then some event relics, which are difficult. But, yeah, you get the gist. Let's look at her. Let's dive in. I got to show you the masteries. So, because she doesn't need accuracy, I just went with a defense with counterattacks, and I've also given her Harvest Despair to put out more leech debuffs. She's got stuns in her base form, True Fears in her alternate, and her base form does benefit a bit from leech. We'll give it a go. I don't know how much it's going to matter, but let's say the enemy removes this leech debuff. If she then stuns them and places a leech debuff on this A2, it does mean that she could, get an extra, maybe an extra hit in with the A1. It could make a big difference. We'll see if this actually, you can try pay attention. Does Harvest Despair actually end up mattering? A tiny bit of damage reduction, I think it's not going to make a huge difference. You could go Support Tree and get like longer debuffs. I think it's an option as well. Certainly if you're worried about not having more attack and you've not built accuracy, but I don't know. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Fairly standard damage stuff. Other than that, one thing you could go. In fact, you know what? I think I will go for this. I do think Opportunist is pretty darn great because 12% more damage. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do that. So let's go over here. Let's give her more damage versus shields. I like the idea of Whirlwind of Death. Let's go with Opportunist. So more damage to enemies who are crowd controlled. You're giving up Cycle of Violence, but she's got pretty short cooldowns, so we'll see how it goes. And then we'll go, again, our sort of standard remover debuffs. So she gets hit hard. And, I clicked the wrong thing. Of course I did. Let's do this first so I don't mess it up. Masteries live with Nub. And yeah, just counterattack stuff. I think it's pretty powerful. Pretty nice if that. She's got double hits, doesn't she? Oh, sorry, in both of her forms. Double check. Yeah, double hit. Double hit. That's going to be pretty good for stripping off Mercurial and landing some kills. So let's go with it. So speed, damage in the petrified, more damage to higher max HP, Helm Smasher, standard damage stuff. Over here, we could go for Shield Breaker. We could go for Heart of Glory. She's got quite a lot of healing, so I'm intrigued to see. Right, she should, in theory, be full health when she goes into her alternate form because she comes back 100% health. Right, let's go in. Oh, wow. Yikes. All right, well, this is the team I've put together. I think we're probably just going to... Well, look, we're going in blind. We're just going to hit all these teams. Yeah, if we lose some, we lose some, right? We just want to see how she performs in a variety of circumstances. I've put together an interesting team. We have... that is a lot of Mercurial. That's everyone is in Mercurial. We've put together... I'm actually going to go with the A2. So Lazarius is basically like Arbiter, but better. Fabian, obviously, everyone can get a Fabian potentially eventually from the Fusion Trader token system. But Fabian, blocking out the enemy, extremely strong for control. We've got a Raglan in there to just stay alive in 9-piece Mercurial. So her goal is to stay alive, revive us, keep us going, so that Mina can hopefully get lots of turns. But you could replace, in theory, almost everyone here. Poor old Fabian's in a bad way, but that's kind of nice. You know what? Let's do this A2. She's protected. They're both going to get debuffs from the Nell. But let's see how we do, shall we? Actually, you know what? Here, we could open with her A2. We could go with the AoE stun. Or do we want to go with the... I'm going to go with... Let's try the A2. Go 1 speed. See the animation? It's decent damage. It is decent. We killed the Nell. We killed her. Half killed her. We can actually boost up now, and we're not going to take much damage because we killed the Nell, which is huge. Now we just have to survive the onslaught of Mr. Predator. See if we get a fear. Nope, he's evading it. Luckily, he got locked out, so he didn't do an AoE. That would have been pretty rough because he would have been a fully stacked Predator at that point. It's A1 this. I'm actually feeling pretty confident now. I thought this was going to be a bad one, but we're fine. Her A3. The damage is not crazy, actually, is it? The damage isn't crazy. Let's see her A1. Her A1 should be pretty good. Let's actually attack Mr. Predator. Raglan can turn meter boost. Let's push his turn meter back. So the A1 repeats the attack against the enemy with the highest turn meter if the initial target's under leech. So we hit him. That's done good damage. She actually killed Raglan. How did she kill? Oh, that was Ash. Oh, we just beat Ash. That's fun. I'm guessing Raglan had the mastery. When someone drops low on life, she gets turn meter. And I think the turn meter boost killed her. We'll skip the one-man team. Let's watch this on auto, and let's see what happens. Do it on auto, and let's see what she does. So here, actually, whenever Senna... In fact, let's first do nothing. Let's just see her passive. So whenever Senna is probably the most notorious turn meter booster in the game. Whenever she increases their turn meter, they should be taking some damage. Oh, hang on. Let's leave and go again. I shouldn't have true feared. That's my bad. Let's just let him beat the crap out of us. I just want to see Senna turn meter boosts. How much damage are we going to do? Let's see if we can remove their stone skin so we can see some of that damage. Though it does go through stone skin, actually, doesn't it? So push her back. Yeah, keep counterattacking. It's fine. Give us increased attack. Why not? Okay, so... You can just see, like, these blood splatters. Nothing that much happened, actually. Let's see if we can steal his buffs. Oh, we killed Senna. Senna very squishy, apparently. Right, okay, we need to bring Senna back. It's been a bad test. I'm struggling. YST, gear your champs properly on the test server, please. Okay, Carnage doing stuff. That's fine. Let's see if we can kill off her so she can bring Senna back. Oh, she's dead. Okay, perfect. She's dead. Who's he going to revive at his passive? He brought her back with the passive. So, she got revived by Lazarius, so she doesn't come back with the 100% HP. But it should mean her passive is not on cooldown. Let's see the A3 here. Decent damage, not crazy. Again, it's not crazy. Okay, his Carnage gonna nuke me. Nope, his Carnage gonna fail. I think he's just dead. Okay, well, we'll try to do another one. YSC doesn't have enough gear on this champs, I think, to really see it. Let's see. Sifu should be a good one as well. We might lock her out, mind you. Let's find out. Yeah, let's just do a few things. Marishka can turn meter boost as well. I'm just curious what this passive's going to do. Let's do... Okay, here we go. All right, so that was the damage. It's not that much. That passive, it's not much damage. Let's be honest. Like, it was something, but not a whole lot. They keep killing Fabian, and we're bringing him back. There's her AoE. It's kind of, for the gear she's got, I'd say it's pretty underwhelming damage. That AoE is actually not that strong. She's gone in. The counterattack, though, is good. The counterattack masteries are nice, because she's putting out the leech. But she just did not do much damage. Okay, let's see what happens here. Bringing back Lazarius. She's back. She's full health. Raglan extra turn went first. There's her AoE. She's not hitting that Marichka very hard. I will be honest. She did not hit Marichka very hard at all. A bit concerning. Now, we've got True Fears from Fabian. Now, that... Oh, my God. Now, that move hits hard. Huh. And she's fast as well. She also looks really cool. The A1 seems okay. Interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? Oh, he's got cruising. Okay, this is going to be super nasty. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Her AoE attacks seem relatively weak. is what it seems like to me. Let's see here. That's what... She's gone in. She's done an AoE nuke. The damage isn't particularly good. I'm not like missing gear on her or anything. Like it actually, it feels a bit like, it feels like I'm missing gear. Raglan just killed nice. Good job, Raglan. Okay, so she's going in with the AoE stun and turn meter pushback. They can't resist it, but couldn't stun them because they had block debuffs. That's a problem as well. Now she's going to do an A1. Unfortunately, there's no leeches out there. They've got too much buff removal. The A1 damage, I'd say again, it's only okay, to be honest. Gonna lock them out. It feels like Fabian is critting that Theodosia for almost as much as she is. That was a bit odd. They're getting lots of turn meter. She's definitely hitting Theodosia harder. Okay, she's dead. Cool. She's been revived, actually, by Raggers. Goes in, AoE nuke. It's a bit underwhelming. She's dead again. Dead again. Instantly dead from a counterattack. But Lazarius will revive her. Now she's come back. She's got no health. Life Harvest has messed her up. But this move is going to clap. That really hits hard. Unfortunately, Nice is nice, and he's got a Zibia's Servitude. But Raglan keeps reviving. Raglan's the gift who keeps on giving. Got increased attack now. We've got the AoE again. I mean, she did hit Galathier there for like 100k. She did hit Galathier pretty hard. Nice. She did do enough damage to kill the Nice. Okay, Mina. I'm not sure. His power's a bit low. I don't know if Cruising had everybody geared right there. But that wasn't too bad. That's not too bad. So yeah, interesting. Interesting. On auto, because I got 2 revivers in this team, it's often that she's getting revived by this, not by her passive, but by that. Let's set her to metamorph back. Let's have her use her 2 moves, but I do want her to actually metamorph back. And we'll see how that works, if that ever happens. Yeah. So the AoE attack's not correct. One thing, I do think she is ramping damage pretty well in her alternate form. Because she scales off speed, right? That extra 100 speed when she ramps up is pretty powerful. Here we're getting kind of wrecked. So this should be a good opportunity to see her revive herself. And either from being dead for 2 turns, or to revive herself when her whole team is dead. Because this is not going very well. Well, actually, we've killed our Seek friend somehow, so... We're doing okay. Again, Galathier's doing a lot of turn meter boosts. Mina's doing a little bit of extra damage. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's a bit. She did take her down with the A1. Raglan landing some kills as well. My Raglan actually has got some decent attack stats because her heal is stronger the more attack you have. Her AoE there, it was all right. They're getting revived. They're getting hurt. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. Just A1. Try not to kill the Galathier. He's turn meter boosting. He's taking damage. Galathier might just die. I want to see him revive. He's just dead. Okay. I think when people are reviving, her passive is doing damage. I think. Here we've got lots of reviving. It looks to me like when enemies revive, her passive is doing damage, which is very interesting. Very interesting. Polymorphed. Bummer. That's a problem for her. She's very, very bad against polymorph. She's placing so many debuffs. Wand of Submission is sort of your only defense. I don't think her damage... You could run her as like a control champ, but I feel like if you don't give her ignore defense stuff, like gear sets, or ignore defense relics, you kind of are entirely relying on her A2 in the alternate form for any sort of kill pressure. That maybe is a bit unreliable. She did hit him for 120k. Pretty good. He reflected a stun back at her. But like this Nice is in a bit of trouble now. Because if he kills her, she will come back, right? And he's got a good chance to kill her. She's squishy. She's like Wukong in that sense. Okay, there's one of our revivers is dead. So when the Nice revived, I didn't see her do any okay, good. She should revive with her own passive now. Let's see it. So here we go. She revives, metamorphs. See if he does an A1. That's a bit weird. She gets instantly killed by the Nice counterattack. But, okay, now he's locked out. The Raglan revive is good, setting her up for success. Raglan reset her A3. She's done huge damage. She's absolutely clapping this Nice. Again, I don't know how geared he is or isn't. Oh, we've got an Arnorn. What do you know? Let's test it out. Oh yeah, interesting. She can't. Her damage is like not crazy, but she can definitely do enough to kill people. She's absolutely doing enough to kill people. Right, we've locked him out, which is good because he's got a lot of damage in these base forms. Try her. Yeah, remove the buffs. She's doing plenty. It's not bonkers damage, but it's plenty. She's back alive. Oh, she's gonna switch. Probably less than ideal. Because now we're not going to get to see her Arnorn counter. So her dying is actually quite bad. We don't get to see if she can hit through the Arnorn. We tried to find it, but it's really hard to keep her in the base form against an Arnorn. It's actually quite hard. She's killed him through the stone skin, though, which is impressive. Okay. Last sort of fight. She's, yeah. Let's go. Last fight here. I don't think I really want to change her build that much or anything. Yeah, like you can see that she's doing a little bit. That is small damage, but it's adding up. It is sort of slowly adding up. And this is where like the manual play would be quite good. Like look at it. Like she's done that passive. There's a lot of turn meter boosting here. Galathir, Marishka, this. She's done quite a bit of damage. This is actually a great opportunity to actually go in with her A2 first and get some stuns in, which is nice. Speaking of nice, unfortunately, Nice is still alive. But again, that Galathir keeps taking damage from her passive, which is great. Yeah, look at that. He's clearly copying some of my turn meter and getting his stuff. Oh, and she's been polymorphed. Like I said, that's her big problem, that polymorph. Let's leave it on auto. We'll leave it on auto here. That's a high resist Galathir. He's resisted a Fabian. Pretty nasty. Oh, he's flipped over. Okay. Can Raggers keep us in this fight? The champion we're trying to showcase is a sheep for 2 turns. Hopefully she will break free of being a sheep. Here we go. No. Oh, good. Actually good. Nice is going to kill her, which is actually good. We're going to get stunned. Ragger's going to remove. Raglan is so good. Check out my video on Raglan if you haven't. One of the best buffs. And like Mercurial sets really pushed her to that next sort of level. It's really nice on her. Don't, Fabian, why are you A1ing the guy who's going to resist you? Don't do that. Bad auto Fabian. Oh, we're going to get locked out. Oh, but she weak hit. Oh, but Mina doesn't have anything there. But yeah, I mean, it's quite fun, all the blood splatters. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's a nice bonus, right? If she lands a leech, it will do double damage, won't it? So she should do it now. Oh no, she's got her stun first, but she's landed leech on Galathir. That mastery actually being somewhat useful. And there we go. He got turn meter and she killed him. Galathir got turn meter and she did like 9k damage to him. That's pretty good. Pop. We've got leech on the Nice. They've revived. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that? Galathir just took 22,000 damage from her passive. He's going to do the A2. And look at that little damage pop. Oh, it's a lovely little pop of damage. Look at this. He's gaining turn meter and he's taking more damage. Try to remove these debuffs. Look at it. He's gaining turn meter. I think it's supersonic set. Let's see. If we steal her turn meter. Yeah, I think he's got supersonic. So whenever we gain buffs, Galathir is killing himself because of her passive, which is hilarious. Kill that. He's gained... I don't know why he gained turn meter there, but he did. Oh, probably because someone went low. Yeah, look at that. Look at these little look at all the little damage ticks, and she's killed him. That's kind of nice. Again, it's not a huge amount of damage, but it's just quite fun. She hasn't even gone to Form 2 in this fight. She's just been chilling in Form 1. Excellent. Okay, so I don't think I need to swap her gear, to be honest. Let me check one thing. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, her multipliers aren't up on the website, but you can... hellhades.com, I don't know. Eventually, the multipliers will be on the website. I don't know. at some point. Who knows? But yeah, so check them out when we get there. She seems like a very good arena champion. Very solid. Very, very nice, actually. I think compared to some other mythicals, she's not going to be anywhere near as versatile as some others, right? Like, I know in our base, you can sort of use almost anywhere, right? You can use her arena, you can use her for bosses, anywhere. Mina is going to be, maybe we'll throw her into Faction Wars here, see how she does. She's going to be less versatile, but for PvP, she's cycling through her skills. They've got great utility. The damage in her base form is decent, not crazy. And yeah, I think destroying the enemy speed, doing a little bit extra damage, it's actually really nice. And then the free revive is really nice as well. So yeah, that's a bunch of cool stuff. But her damage in this base form isn't crazy. Considering the gear, yeah, it's not crazy at all. And she is a bit vulnerable to polymorph, and that's running with a plus 15 wand, which is a bit of a problem. Her alternate form, I definitely think that extra 100 speed felt like it was giving her quite a nice damage boost, and she's going to be fast. She's going to be attacking a lot. Her AoE seemed decent. I guess it was sort of, did it proc Helm Smasher or not? But when it did proc Helm Smasher, it hit very hard. I think when it didn't proc Helm Smasher, it was like the damage was a bit mediocre. The A2, this does so much damage. It does so much damage. She's a lot stronger if you've got True Fear and someone else. If she repeats this attack, you are almost certainly going to kill 2 enemies, which is, yeah, it's obviously very, very powerful. And her A1 seemed fine, so yeah, she's pretty interesting, I have to say. I'm pretty happy with the build. You could try a higher speed build. I think you could definitely try a damage relic like the Cat's Gaze. You could certainly try Life Harvest if you got a good blessing. I think Life Harvest could be kind of nice as well, where she's going to gain turn meter when enemies revive. That could be good because she's basically guaranteed to kill people with this A2. And because of her passive and her metamorph and her base form, the fights are going to be a bit longer as well with her. Like, she's not going to just die and that's it. So you'll have some more opportunities for Life Harvest to actually work. Let's throw into just like a quick look here. We can compare her to a Rotus, sure. And we'll take out... we'll leave Vlad in there as well. Actually, she gives a great attack aura for this. Hang on. What I'll do is... So we can keep her with presets. Take that out. We'll put in... Actually, we can use recently used. I think Fabian is an obvious combo with her. Because he's giving you True Fears. The lockout for Arena is incredible. Yeah. There's a good chance she's going to die to this boss as well. So let's do it. My neighbor's kids, I don't know if you guys can hear, but they are making some amount of noise playing football out in the back garden. Let's set up like this. I can't remember what's in the waves here. There's a decent chance we die to one of the waves, though. So this could work pretty well. We'll just set it up, I think, like this. Just, I think this is going to be the standard setup and basically for her AI and basically all sort of content. The question is whether you want her to metamorph back into her base form or not. I think I do. So let's just give it a go. Let's see how she does. I think everyone else still has... Actually, you know what? I've just remembered I'm missing gear on Sifi. I think I put Sifi's gear onto Palace. So let's just fix that. I love my favorite pop-up in the game. That big bar that blocks everything you ever want to click ever. Right, there we go. Sifi's got gear. Yes. Vlad has gear. We've got gear. Rotus has gear. Got a damage relic as well. Cool. Let's go. Slight advantage, I'd say, to Rotus because he has a damage relic. Let's see what Mina can do. We don't have increased attack for her. But she's placed decreased attack on them nonetheless. She's unfortunately faster than Vlad. My Vlad's apparently a bit slow, so we've missed out on some damage there. But, yeah. Obviously, I've got a ridiculously strong team. So, A2, we've got a few enemies petrified. A2, again, the damage isn't crazy. We'll see what her damage is at the end of this run. I definitely think you could run her with a damage relic. Like the A1 is definitely decent. I definitely think you can run her with a damage relic and just, if you're not fighting much polymorph, you're not missing out on too much. So this is a Tetsuya wave, which means this is a nasty wave. She's gone in. Look at that. She's just evaporated them, actually. So Tetsuya Let's actually watch it again, because I was talking too much. I want to watch that again, because that's glorious. Tetsuya gains oodles of turn meter. And she's just nuking the crap out of him. Which boss are we fighting? We might be fighting a boss which also gains lots of turn meter. I don't quite remember. So Rotus is hitting for like 200, 100 to 200k per hit, roughly. A couple of petrifications out here. A couple of force affinity, so we won't hit that. Oh, yeah. We're not going to hit very hard with Mina. They're wrong affinity and petrified. She's done decent. Considering they're petrified, she's doing fine damage. But let's see how we do here. So Tetsuya waves are probably the most difficult wave for most factions. Oh, that's super cool as well. Again, we've got the combo with... does Vlad play... Yeah, Vlad places Leech. Lots of champions in Undead actually place Leech. Lots of them place Leech. And that's enabling her to A1 more. But look at this. Watch his health. The little blood pops. Whenever we take a turn, he's gaining turn meter. He's look at that. He just killed himself. So actually, you know what? By the Rotus, just doing Rotus things in the background, by the way. Do you know what? There isn't a cap, is there? There's no cap on the damage that she does with that passive. So for a champion like Armans, I wonder if we can find an Armans. Armans steals all the turn meter from everyone on your team. He could, in theory, be stealing like 400% turn meter. She should, in theory, just insta-kill him, right? Yeah, like we were fighting Galathier, who's not doing massive bursts of turn meter. He's just doing slow, steady amounts of turn meter. This boss also gains turn meter. Look at she's doing loads of damage to him. Builds his turn meter whenever he loses health. So Rotus smacks him. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. She is annihilating that. She is basically a free win for stage 21 of Undead Hordes. That's actually insane. Unfortunately, she's stunned, but she would have hit him really hard. Anyone hits this boss, he's gonna gain turn meter, and he's just gonna kill himself, and he's dead. That's insane. Look at that. 4 million versus Rotus 2 million. That is genuinely nuts. That's genuinely nuts. But yeah, this boss gets 2% turn meter for every 1% HP he loses when attacked. So you smack him hard, he gains loads of turn meter, and she just annihilates him with this passive. It's capped per hit, but she is hitting him multiple times. Like a machine gun. That's actually nuts. That's actually nuts. Final test. I'm glad we did Faction Wars, because we hadn't seen that happen in Arena. Do we have someone who's going to give crazy amounts of turn meter? Freya gives a good chunk, but... No one... Oh, that's fun. Polara team. We should attack that just for fun. Looks like there's no, like, Armans or anything that's gonna be absolutely crazy turn meter stuff. So this team can't be locked out, so Fabian won't be so useful, but he will provide us True Fears. They're also all in 9-piece Mercurial. Lord help us. She's killed Sir Nick, which is cool. She's counterattacked because she placed a freeze. Polara has gone alternate form. We're going to get smacked by Chuckles over here, but his AI decided that Raglan with 3 stacks of total guard was the ideal choice for his splash damage attack. Wand of Submission has failed to reflect the freeze. I don't know. I feel like when I use Sir Nicholas, the freeze gets reflected 100% of the time. Not so here. Actually, we're having a pretty rough situation. Oh, she's dead. That's actually... Oh, she's... Oh, here we go. What's she going to do? Nuke? It's alright damage. She's placed... She didn't place True Fear on anybody. Are they immune to fear? This... I don't remember. This guy might make them immune to fear. I actually don't remember. Gonna AoE Nuka again. He's doing plenty of damage, I'll tell you that much. Look at that. The fear's been reflected back. What did I tell you guys about the old Wand of Submission? Been smacked. Smacked by the Warhammer Emperor. What's she gonna do? Oh, she's doing her AoE again. She keeps doing the AoE because Raglan keeps resetting her cooldowns. It's actually kind of funny. Raglan cleansing. Can we get a turn? Can we get a turn? No, we can't. She's dead again. She's gonna spend this entire fight dead, bro. She's so squishy. Such a glass cannon. She should have her Metamorph ready to go if we wanted to use it. I don't know who revived her this time. Oh, she's done the A2? Repeated it. He's unkillable, so he didn't die, but again, he's unkillable, so he didn't die. You know what? Let's try steal his buffs. Never mind, it's protected, unkillable. Not much point. She ignores unkillable, but only if they're under heal reduction. Let's place heal reduction. So they have heal reduction. There's the fear. So I guess they're not immune to fear. Push his turn meter back. Revive him. She's got a relic to give her an extra turn. Of course, it didn't proc that time, tragically. I don't know why I'm doing his A2. Just remove their buffs, I guess. He's dead. They're all dead. Oh, she's super dead. Let's just heal him to full, I suppose. Do we have his revive? She doesn't. Uh-oh. No! Oh, Pepe hands. Well, it was a fun fight while it lasted. I think me taking manual control made it worse. But, yeah. It's hard to keep her alive. So she's like, you know, she's got the crazy survivability passive. Form 1. It's like, I die, I come back. You can't stop me. Form 2. She's like, I am so fragile. Don't even look at me or I'm dead and I don't come back unless you revive. Even Raglan with Chrysalid of Rebirth. It was basically, we missed, by the way. That's what screwed us there. We missed the, so it's not fully let. We missed the 20%. We have an 80% chance for an extra turn when we revive. With a 2-turn cooldown revive, it's insane. But yeah, that's why I did the revive. We didn't get the extra turn and that probably cost us the fight. My AI preset set up to do that anyway. But yeah, I don't think there's any Armans there. But I think, much like she destroyed Tetsuya, I think she will just destroy Armans. Oh, MTG Jedi, you absolute legend. Here we go. Absolute legend. I'll just manual it so we don't kill him. We also have Hilvi does give Tormund a lot of turn meter. Fortunately, his Armans has that nonsense. I don't think she ignores it. But we can take it off with her. But he's going to get a stack back, isn't he? Do I want to smack him? Let's just smack them. Ah! That's funny. So I think her passive's just blocked by Total Guard. Yeah, I don't think her passive goes through Total Guard. He blocks Revive on his A1. That'd be pretty dangerous. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Hilvi's gaining lots of turn meter. If we boost up, you see he's gaining turn meter. Let's just kill him, but leave the rest alive. Oh, she got blocked damage. Interesting. I want to try keep him alive. Oh. She's gaining lots of turn meter. We're getting little damage pops. Hilvi revive them. She's killed. That's funny. She has killed. Oh yeah, Hilvi's got supersonic or something. She's sort of slowly killing herself. Oh dear. Yeah, she's dead. Okay. Let's try that. Let's find MTG Jedi again. Hang on. And this will be the end of the video for real. I keep saying it's the end and then it's not the end. MTG Jedi, wherefore art thou? I haven't missed him, have I? MTG Jedi. There's only like 10 people on the test server. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Surely? Apparently it is. Essie's got quite a lot of turn meter boosts as well. There he is. Excellent. Okay. Let's not lock him out. If I had Edward, that'd be fun to remove his... Who do I have that's fast that could remove perf total guard? Oh, gee, I don't know who I have that's fast. Let's just put in Sifi. It's fine. Put in loads of Reviver. Infinite revives. Infinite revives. So, maybe you should... Oh, he's got Bane of Centranos. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, let's remove his total guard, because why not? Remove his total guard. I want to see if you will kill yourself. I'm going to sleep him. She's going to do that. It goes through total guard. It didn't kill him, though. Didn't kill him, but it did a lot of damage. Maybe, did he weak hit or something? I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention to see. Oh, he's reset his skills. Actually, that's perfect. Move his total guard. I think Hilvi turn meter boosts him, so yeah, that's fine. Let's just hit that guy. Cool. She's done that. Block damage is out. That's fine. Sleep the Torment, I guess. I think he has his skills reset. I think the block damage blocked it. Yeah, I think he got blocked by block damage. Seems a bit awkward. It is going through total guard, though, which is cool. I don't think it's removing total guard. I mean, oh, and she's a sheep. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. She's a sheep. So, yeah, it's not going to one-shot Armand's, but it does do a hefty chunk of damage to him. Perhaps we blocked it with Mercurial or something, or he weak hit or something. I wasn't fully paying attention. Obviously, it doesn't work because she's a sheep. She'll get out of being a sheep any minute now. Here we go. Any minute now. She's still a sheep. Hey, she's not a sheep anymore. But she's in a bad way. She's in a bad. She's a sheep again. Oh, okay. We're gonna get to see her passive. This is great. This is great. She's frozen. Don't block revive on her, whatever you do. He's hurting himself a bit. She's back. Here we go. Almost. Almost. It's cool. It's an interesting passive, right? Come back and everyone's dead. You get a chance to come in. You're relying on the True Fear gamble. Obviously, you could be really screwed by her True Fear getting thrown back. You're going to want to run her with some debuff removers or something. But yeah, overall thoughts. She's good. She's fun. She's a really cool mythical. I think you could have a blast with this champion. So yeah, my initial thought, she doesn't strike me as crazy OP. I don't think she's one of the top tier ones. I really do think the True Fear being reflected back is a big problem. But she seems good. She seems good. Yeah, she seems like a very good mythical, but not totally broken. The most notable area definitely was like she just kills undead horde. Like that was actually genuinely disgusting. That was one of the most disgusting performances I've seen. Just delete Tetsuya like that, melt the boss just like that. That's crazy. So any very niche, but any content like that where passive can go, bonkers. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at Blood Marchionness Mina. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.